Welcome back. I'm your host, Yildiz Readings 5D, and we're here to cover your divine path. Now, I do see some correlating energies coming in, linking to your reading, divine feminine and divine masculines. If you haven't seen it, go and take a look. But what I am seeing is the big question is at the moment, and this is part of the path that we do go through. It's weird, even though you do have your crowning energy with your intuitive energy in reverse, your cards are very clear. Your cards are very much to the point that, you know, this could feel like a test, but I feel you're going to cope with it a lot better than maybe the divine masculine. But we will see how this pans out energetically. So I do see you at the moment looking at your intuition. It's like, look, you know, you have your intuition, you could go to it. You could be second guessing it. And look, it is okay to take a little bit of time at the moment. It would actually be healthy for you within your mind. It may be that you're very tired. It could be that you feel foggy and pixelated. You don't want to make a rush decision. Sometimes emotionally, when we are feeling these dynamics and frequencies, we can make very rash decisions, which we would be guided to at this point to understand where the transits are and how they're directly impacting our auric field. Your intuition with the North Node in Pisces, it could be challenging us all collectively. We've got the South Node in Virgo. If you have been overthinking, some of you might want to lay that sword down of, you know, that intellect and just say to yourself, you know what, just for a second, I'm not going to think about it. But the weird thing is, the one thing I do get is for some of you, it's almost like you're saying to yourself, I don't want to trust my intuition, even though to the core, away from triggers and wounds, etc., I know the truth. You're wanting to hear it from the horse's mouth. So that, for some of you, is so. You do have the wisdom though, okay? You do know better. You do have the wisdom. You are looking at the past and you're, you know, the benefit you have on your path is the tools that you've attained through to this point. Yes, you are going to attain more, but you're pulling on wisdom of the past. You also could be feeling, gee, you know, in viewing this circumstance with my twin, so many years have passed, i.e., is it still the same at this point in time? Has this person wisened up? Have I changed? Where is it sitting at this point in time? For some of you, it could be that you're coming across a letter, a text, an email, and there could be some wisdom you're gaining from it. There could be some clarity you're gaining from it, that the emotions, the feelings are still there. But again, I feel you're pulling from the past to aid you in the here and now. I do feel in the heart space, there is an opportunity here to actually live the biggest life you have ever dreamed, okay? Probably more than you've even conceived possible. I don't feel you want to be in a vibration of jealousy, envy. You also don't want those vibrations around you. For many of you, it could have been for a significant time of your ascension process. Maybe you had spiritually isolated yourself and really cut a lot of people off in your life that you felt really weren't resonating. 2025 is an opportunity to find your tribe. It's an opportunity for you to add to your life, to enhance your life. Yes, we still will be taking things away, and sometimes those can happen quite quickly over the next, I would say, 5 years. However, I feel there is something in the vibration of your heart chakra that's going through a healing at the moment. And you're wanting to get it balanced. You know, sometimes we can even say to ourselves, gosh, as soon as I get balanced, you know, I might hear from my twin and then I fall off axis. And I think the art to it is keeping in harmony. And I can't say don't get excited, because many times when we do and we think there's a possibility and, you know, we go into that, could there be a promise of this? We then can fall off that kind of perch. So again, I feel it's almost like questioning your intuition. Am I saying this the correct way? Do I need to go slower? Do I need to take some time? Am I spiritually ready? I think there's all these questions coming up. I feel you're going to have your answers. I feel it's saying, oh, wow, this is not that we like to hear this. You're smart enough for two, okay? You can anchor in your divine masculine energy and your divine feminine. There is, I'm almost looking at this card off to the right, and it looks like a clock. This is what's been shown to me on this occasion. I'm seeing a butterfly. I'm seeing a transformation between now and the Lionsgate portal. And I almost see there is a pocket. It's almost like a slice of the pie that universe is asking you to focus on at this point in time. There's a major area. And for some of you, this could be your love life. This could be, gee, this is the one section of my life that just does not feel balanced. Whatever comes to mind in that area, it's that just temporarily, okay? It's pulling you to that particular area of your life. And it's saying, let's tidy this situation up. It's pulling on you quite a bit. Could be in the Mars zone of Cancer and Leo. I feel some unfinished business is coming up. Now, look, you in a contract, in a spiritual contract, many times, I've said this years ago, you cannot lose your twin. Okay, you walk into this life, you have a sort of like a contract with this individual, and when it's ready, it comes through. So unless, of course, that individual transcended over, which would have been something you both agreed upon prior to incarnation, this situation here generally is rotating, you know, your life in a particular direction, but there's some unfinished business here. Divine Feminine, you also may feel this unfinished business between you and your twin. And that's perfectly normal. Body and mind. So there's a lot of psychology coming up here on the cards, but you're also, it's almost like you keep coming down to the reality. You know, one of the habits that we all may have in the initial phase of the next coming months, I would say we may get into the equilibrium of it after the eclipses. We can get some kind of, wow, okay, we've had some large periods, and I believe that's going to be after September, October. At the moment, we're moving into it, we're experiencing things, we can have some calm points. I feel nurturing yourself is going to be key. I feel attaining the confidence to go inside your heart and to be creative. At the moment, the motivation, it may not be there. We can be very sensitive. We can feel very angry with things about not accepting our feelings and not accepting our emotions. We can also be angry with ourselves. And it's interesting with the outcome card here. We have the yellow chakra. Mars is actually in Leo. You know, Mars was in Leo. It's moving over to Cancer. It's the confidence, okay? It's the family. So we've got two kind of dynamics still playing out. And I still believe all the way through, no matter where Mars is, due to the degree point, I feel we're going to pick up on both energies. So you're moving from one dynamic to another, trying to have the confidence, could be balancing the yellow chakra. It also is mother energy. It's nurturing energy. It's people around your environment. It's you feeling confident that you're worthy and good enough. You know, we don't want to go to the extremities where we're going to swing like a pendulum, like a wrecking ball, and not let anyone near us. But there is this upgrade that divine feminine is having. For some of you, it could be to move those blockages that are spiritually coming up to dance and move from the hips. But I do feel there's also a possibility that divine masculine is coming in quite passionately. And for some of you, I do particularly believe you're going to start getting communication. Now, is this time between now and mid-year a good time to meet a new person? Probably not. We're tying up loose ends. We're wrapping up things. We're dealing with people that we knew. Yes, other people are coming in, but they're kind of, they still could be there, don't get me wrong, but there's more than likely a lot going on. And unless they were very independent, they may not handle this dynamic. So there's a lot of tidying up at the bow, and I do see for Divine Feminine, there is an opportunity here that is very, very passionate, that is very loving and protective, where this person is coming in to express how they directly are feeling. We will check in with this energy next week. If you haven't clicked the bell or subscribed with the subscribe button, please do. We do have content weekly, and we have more content coming in 2025. Take care, and I'll see you next week.